Good morning. Giving praises to the Most High, the Creator of heaven and earth. I'd like to just take this time out, say peace and blessings to brothers and sisters out here that's in the truth. People that's searching for the words of the Creator to learn to do right by the law. In this video, this title is talked about oracles, no rest. Sorry about that. But the thing is, a lot of our brothers look at the laws, but do not look at prophecy. And when you go into the curses or what the Most High prophesied that will come upon Israel, people do not take that into account about what the Most High is saying to Israel. So, one of the curses that the Most High says is that we was going to have no rest, right? So we understand that the law is there, but we know prophecies is implemented also. So when you look at the curses that came upon Israel, that the Most High say that what would take place with our people for being disobedient and disobeying the covenant, we know that the Most High said that we was going to be marked. And it was going to happen until he left the curse. See what I'm saying? So the fact is, we have a lot of brothers that run around and say, well, we know we're supposed to keep the law, even in our prison state. But then what the Most High implemented and said what was going to come about with our people has happened. And if you don't take that in consideration, what the Most High is saying, then your mind is diluted. And see, check this out, right? See, when we look up in the word, right, Isaiah 28 and 10, I like to read. And see, a lot of people just look at Isaiah 28 and 10 and just say, well, precept precept is talking about the law, but it talks about more than just the law. So it says, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little. And we know that the word precept, right, is the Hebrew word saw, which means commandment, ordinance, and oracle, right? So when you look in the scriptures, the Most High is telling you a commandment is upon a commandment, right? As well as an ordinance is upon an ordinance. Also, an oracle is upon the oracle. Because see, the thing is, the Most High is prophesying, right? He's telling you, if you do these things, I will bless you. But if you don't do these things, I will curse you, right? So a lot of people say there's 613 laws, which could be said. But the thing is, certain laws was taken away that the Most High said we cannot do. You see what I'm saying? For one, we are not Levites. So we do not work up in the temple. We cannot give the sacrifice of praise, the sacrifice of peace offering, drink offering, and so forth, stuff like that. It is the Levites' responsibility to give sin offerings, peace offerings, and so forth like that in that nature where they give to the Creator. Right. But first of all, I would like to read a law according to the Most High, what Yah says that we should do. And then we're going to take this a further step. So what the Most High is showing us, right? Because we know Leviticus 19 and 17 said, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." Now, when we look at this, the Most High is telling you not to hate your brother, to correct him, and wish no harm upon him. Right? And when we talking about correction, you correct the brother with the word of the Most High to show him the Most High's word. Now, I'm finna read verses that tells you, according to Leviticus 19 and 17, about reproof. In any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Proverbs 6 and 23 says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life." Psalms 19 and 8, "The statutes of the Most High are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Most High is pure, enlightening the eyes." When we read Psalms 119, 98 through 100, it says, "Thou, through thy commandments, hast made me wiser than my enemies, has made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for my testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts." Psalms 119, 105, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." When we read at Isaiah 8 and 20, "To the laws and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." Psalms 141 and 5, "Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head, for my prayer also shall be in their calamity." Proverbs 5 and 12, "And say, how have I hated instructions, and my heart despised reproof." We go to Proverbs 15 and 31, "The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise." Proverbs 29 and 15, "The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame." We further go along to Proverbs 3 and 18, "She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her." Proverbs 4 and 4, "He taught me also, and said unto me, Let thy heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live." And that's closed in context where Deuteronomy 30 and 19, "I give you blessings, I give you cursing, I give you life, I give you death. Keep my commandments and choose life." Proverbs 4 and 13 say, "Take fast hold of instruction Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Proverbs 15:24, the way of life is above the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. And when we read up in Jeremiah 21:8, it says, and unto this people thou shalt say, thus saith the Most High, behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. Psalms 19:7-9, the law of the Most High is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Most High is sure, making the simple, making the wise simple. Let me reread that. It says Psalms 19:7 said, the law of the Most High is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Most High is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Most High are right, rejoice in the heart. The commandments of the Most High is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Most High is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of the Most High are true and righteous altogether. Proverbs 30:6, add thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. So these scriptures is mentioned because reading the word of God, understanding the law is meant to correct our behavior and walk in the ways of the Most High. And see, like I said, I mean, I don't have a problem with people doing what they do, but when you constantly keep coming and like nitpicking at a sore, and you got to keep coming at a brother about something that you really don't understand. And this is what I was saying. It's all right for you to correct another person, but no one cannot correct you. And that's a problem because we as Israelites supposed to be a brother. We're supposed to fellowship and be able to put each other on the right path. So understand what we're dealing with. This is not no big I or little you where we got the mob and you following him. I don't know about House of Israel or whatever the situation may be, but I'm saying this. A couple of brothers was wrong how they came at me and approached me. To the point is, when we talked about the Sabbath, I was in disagreement with them. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you think and feel what it is that you need to do according to the Most High. And I'm going to follow the ways of the Most High, the way I see fit. And even though we supposed to come together, this what Isaiah 52:8 says, right? Isaiah 52:8. It says, like watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when the Most High shall bring again Zion. You see what I'm saying? Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem. For the Most High have comforted his people, he have redeemed Jerusalem. The Most High have made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our God. See, at this point in time, nobody is not going to see eye to eye. It's the Most High who's going to show that. I want to show my perspective on why I feel that we cannot do the Sabbath in prison, but we are to cry out to the Most High and ask him for our forgiveness, that he will redeem us, right? And I'm going according to Oracle. because precept is a Hebrew word saw, and not only does it mean commandment, but it also means ordinance and oracle as well. Now, Deuteronomy 28:65 says, "And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Most High shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind." Right? So he letting you know in your captivity, you ain't gonna find no ease, no rest. I mean, he gonna have the enemy work you like you a slave as you are in America. You see what I'm saying? Genesis 8:9 says, "But the dove found no rest for the soles of her foot, and she returned unto him in the ark. For the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her in unto him into the ark." We further go along. "There is no peace, saith my God, to the wicked." And right now, what we see in America, we see Israel is wicked. They is all into idolatry, into religion, Christianity, Islam, Mormon, Buddha, J witnesses, and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So they doing all these things that the Most High is saying that they're wicked, because for one, we know that Exodus 23 says, "Thou shalt not have no other God before you." Israel is having other gods before them. Now, what I'm saying is, when we talk about the law, we understand the law. But then you got to understand, when the Most High say he did away with something, ain't no way in the world a man could bring back what the Most High has taken away. You see what I'm saying? So the fact is, I have two brothers. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say their name. I'm gonna say Kwame and it's still right. Cause for one, if I'm assuming that we brothers and the things that happen with us that we cannot keep having these type of conversations, we are constantly at each other and nitpicking one another. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the way that you feel, and it shouldn't be a problem every time that we talk that we got to have a disagreement. This is my perspective of why I feel that we don't keep the Sabbath, because we in prison. And what the Most High takes away, you cannot bring back. Because now you're following the doctrine of men, because you're doing something what the Most High told you that you can no longer do. So in Ezekiel 5:12, it said, "The third part of these shall die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and the third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part in all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them." Ezekiel 5:13 through 17, it says, "Thus shall my anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted, and they shall know that I, the Most High, have spoken it in my zeal when I have accomplished my fury in them." Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebuke. I, the Most High, have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for the destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Most High, have spoken it. So you tell me, in the world that we are living today, what I just read to you, according to the Most High's prophecies, that he was going to do all of these things to us, that he was going to bring the beast upon us to destroy us. And you mean to tell me we have rest? Where is your rest? You see what I'm saying? How can you have rest when you always being subjugated to violence? The Most High is telling you that we're going to be slain in the streets, that the beast is going to overcome us. We're going to be killed with the sword. Now, this is a testimony showing you when the Most High gave us rest, that we was able to keep the Sabbath and so forth and all these things, right? I'm going to go to Joshua 23 and 1 and said, it came to pass a long time after that the Most High had given rest unto Israel from all their enemies round about, that Joshua waxed old and stricken in their age, right? And let me go further along and listen to more of what he said. He said, and Joshua called for all Israel and for their elders and for their heads and for their judges and for their officers, and said unto them, I am old and stricken in age, and ye have seen all that the Most High your God hath done unto all these nations because of you. For the Most High your God is he that hath fought for you. Behold, I have divided unto you by lot these nations that remain to be an inheritance for your tribes, for Jordan with all the nations that I have cut off. That I have cut off. Even unto the great sea westward. And the Most High your God, he shall expel thee from before you, and drive them from out of your sight. And ye shall possess their land, as the Most High your God hath promised unto you. Be ye therefore very courageous to keep and do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, that ye turn not aside therefrom, to the right hand or to the left, that ye come not among these nations, these that remain amongst you, neither make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause to swear by them, neither serve them, nor bow yourselves unto them, but cleave unto the Most High your God, as ye have done unto this day. For the Most High have driven out from before you great nations and strong. But as for you, no man have been able to stand before you unto this day. One man of you shall chase 1,000 for the Most High your God. He it is that fighteth for you, as he hath promised you. Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that ye love the Most High your God. Else if you do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go in unto them, and they to you know for a certainty that the Most High your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be a snare and trap unto you, and scourge in your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until ye perish from off this good land which the Most High your God hath given you. Selah. So you tell me, how is it that we are keeping Sabbath, and right now we have pestilence among us that's destroying us, and we don't have no rest? Michael 2:10 says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." Now, this is where we no longer see that Israel is keeping any holy days for that matter, right? And this is why I feel that we can't do Sabbath. Hosea 2:11, "I will cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts." You know what I'm saying? So this is the Most High telling you He has caused all the holy feast days to cease, the new moons, and her Sabbath. So why is you telling me or keep confronting me about a Sabbath when the Most High said that He has caused all of it to cease? See, that's the thing, man. Y'all read up into certain particular things, but y'all not trying to see everything. Because when you look according to the word precept, not only does it mention commandment, but it also mentions the ordinance and the oracles was being prophesied amongst Israel, that the Most High said what was going to come about. This is the things that you don't take into consideration. Lamentations 2:6 says, "And he hath violently taken away his tabernacle as if it were of a garden. He hath destroyed his places of the assembly." The Most High have caused the solemn feasts and the Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion, and have despised in indignation in his anger the king and priest. But check this out, because I had the brother Skill came and said, "Oh, that's up in Israel." If that goes up in Israel, that goes everywhere. No matter where you at. For one, you in prison. You can't do nothing in prison. You can only do what your oppressor tells you to do. But see, another thing, I don't want to get that misconstrued, because we got the law of Leviticus 18:3 says, "After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein you dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall you not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinance." So I get that. I check that. I'm not going followers in the ways of the white man are doing wrong by what the Most High told us not to do. I'm not doing it. I'm not even saying it. But I'm just saying the oppressor normally forces his laws onto you, and it's upon you on whether or not is you going to follow the oppressor, the white man. The Most High said He calls all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbath, and all her solemn feasts. He told you He did away with it. You can't do that. Now you bringing back a doctrine of men, because the fact is Hey, it's implemented as a law, but then the Most High say He caused it to cease. That means it's on a momentarily wait until we get redeemed and brought back into Israel. Then we could keep these holy days. Right now, you're supposed to be crying out to the Most High. I'm gonna show you another example when we was able to keep the laws, the statutes, and commandments. You understand? And do all the commandments, even regarding the holy feast days, the Sabbaths, and new moons. I'm gonna go to 2 Samuel, and I'm gonna go to 7 and show you that when we was doing the holy feast days and so forth, we was in our own land and we was keeping the law. Now watch this. This is according to David. 2 Samuel 7, the first verse said, "It came to pass when the king sat in his house, and the Most High had given him rest round about for all his enemies, that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in the house of cedar, but the ark of God dwelleth within curtains. And Nathan said unto the king, Go, do all that is in thy heart, for the Most High is with thee." Right? So, ain't no way in the world you gonna sit up and tell me we can keep the Sabbath and we still amongst our enemies being oppressed. Because see, when we was doing these things, our people was in rulership. We was the dominant one. So, like Kwame, man, y'all want to keep on bringing Isaiah 56 into play and talk about the units and so forth. That's a prophecy he's talking about so forth. Anyone that was to take hold of the covenant will be accepted, and they can keep the Sabbath. But you want to play it until now and say we can do it now. When the Most High said right here that everything is at a cease, I will cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. Where is you getting this information from? Hey, my dude, you disrespected me and you was faulty for that. But don't bring me no House of Israel doctrine trying to implement that in my brain. You not my teacher. We don't got no camps. We don't support. We only time a camp is gonna be implemented is when the Most High takes power from all these other nations, where He said that we will be able to appoint captains over us. So you keep coming to me about, you know what I'm saying, about this Sabbath, and you want to go throw Isaiah 56 up in there about the units. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with the Bible. Stop playing with the word. Askia told me Ezekiel 11 and 16 was talking about the Most High is with us everywhere, like a sanctuary when we read in Ezekiel 11 and 16. But knowing Ezekiel 11 and 16, where if you read the whole chapter, referring to that He will be to us as a guiding light in the sanctuary, that He's leading us out of the north. He's leading us out of our captivity. He's telling us what we should do according to His voice. So, man, y'all got to stop playing with doctrines and stop bringing that mess to people that man ain't trying to hear. We could be brothers and dialogue. But see, the thing is, if I can't correct you, You see what I'm saying? And every time I turn around, you got to come at me with some type of correction. Brother, you being faulty. Now you breaking law because now it's an unequal weights and measure. Now we're talking about a false balance. You see what I'm saying? Leviticus 19:35, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, and neither yards in weight or in measures. That's the law that you break. It's like for every time turn around, y'all plummy and still y'all want to correct everybody, but when somebody come at you, you can't be corrected. Still, you say you humble, but every time somebody mentions to you about the word, there's a problem. We gonna be brothers, man, and try to lift the Most High's name up and keep His law, man. You can't be breaking no law, man. You can't be playing with nobody's mentality. Stop vexing your neighbor, dude. Stop coming against your people. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 1:17 and Deuteronomy 17:8 in context, showing that we show no respect to person regarding who they are. It says, Deuteronomy 1:17 says, ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of men, for the judgment is God's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. Deuteronomy 17, verse 8. It says, if there arise a matter too hard for thee in judgment between blood and blood, between plea and plea, between stroke and stroke, being matters of controversy with thy gates, then shalt thou arise and get thee up into the place which the Most High thy God shall choose, and thou shalt come unto the priest, the Levite, and unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall show thee the sentence of the judgment. Right now, Hosea 3:4. This is Hosea 3:4. It says, for the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim. We don't have the Levite priests with us due to our imprisonment. With that being said, it's upon us to learn the laws and keep the commandments. And when we become familiar with the law, we are able to rebuke one another and keep each other on the right path. You went, Kwame, and said Proverbs 25:9 said to make thy cause with thy neighbor and discover not a secret from another. You use that scripture on me just to provoke an argument because I don't believe like you believe. And that's real faulty when you use the scriptures to benefit your purpose. You see what I'm saying? So man, you have to understand, brother. You can't be doing that. This is what you do, Leviticus 25:17. I'm gonna show you what you do. Since I can't talk to you directly, I'm going to say this. Leviticus 25:17 say, ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but thou shalt fear thy God, for I am the Most High, your God. Leviticus 25:43, thou shalt not war over him with rigor, but shalt fear thy God. I don't know what it is about you saying that we can't have a 501c3. Exodus 23:32 says, thou shalt not make no covenant with them, nor with their God. And you brought out the excuse. There's no different than us making a covenant with the enemy that we are working for. You was faulty at that. You was bogus for that. Because the Most High said we was going to serve our enemy. You see what I'm saying? So Kwame, you was dead bogus for even making that statement. You see what I'm saying? So you let me know, according to Hosea 2:11, Lamentations 2:6, Michael's 2:10, according to the oracle, the Most High says in Deuteronomy 28:65, that and among these nations shall thou find no ease, neither shall the soles of thy foot have rest. But the Most High shall give thee their trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. This was a prophecy or oracle that was mentioned in the book of Deuteronomy 28. And you have the nerve to challenge me ongoing every time we talk. You want to bring up the Sabbath. This is why I feel that we can't do the Sabbath. The Most High tells us to cry out to Him, to ask for His approval, for His mercy. You can claim that you keeping the law, but brother, you done broke damn near a few laws by disrespecting me. For one, I am your elder. And if you can't respect me as an elder or a brother, ain't no sense of us even talking. So it is just to let you and the brother still know, hey man, y'all gotta stop playing these mental games, man. If you can't have some type of balance within yourself, man, don't bring that to other people, man. Because Most High not dealing with us like that. But I'm gonna make my you know what I'm saying, the statement that I did make that was bogus. I did call Kwame out of his name. I called him the B word, and I can repent and apologize for that. But the thing is about these brothers, they can't repent and apologize for all the mental abuse that they trying to inflict on other people. So once you keep on coming at me and trying to force this Sabbath on me, which you ain't even doing it right, because you even know in Exodus 16:29, you was not to leave out your house. So I asked the Most High to forgive me for my disrespect to Kwame. And I know the Most High said in Leviticus 19:18, he said, thou shalt not avenge or bear any grudge with thy neighbor. But he also tell me to stay away from somebody that's being ungodly. I'm a brother who's been in the truth for 3 years, who's trying to learn the word of God. And you is trying to gouge me with your doctrine or what your belief in the house of Israel, for you and the skill, don't bring that to me, man. That's not me. If I disagree with you, I disagree with you for a reason. Whatever the Most High got you seeing, I don't see it. If he dealing with us in a different manner, let it be just that. But I'm gonna say my apologies for the disrespect that I mentioned toward the brother Kwame, calling him out of his name. But my thing is this: if you can't come to me as a man and you don't respect me as an elder, whether it be you or a skill or whomever, we don't got no conversations. We don't got nothing to talk about. So when you start doing all the laws, which you claim, but both of y'all claim that y'all doing, man, you come and talk to me. When you truly show me that you humble a skill, you come and talk to me. I want to end this video, Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Most High, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and know me, that I am the Most High, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Most High. Proverbs 27:1-2. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips. Jeremiah 13:16, give glory to the Most High your God before he calls darkness and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, and while you look for light, he turn it into the shadows of death and make it gross darkness. And finally, you go to Amos 8 and then read 11-14. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Most High God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sins of Samaria and say, thy God, O Dan, liveth, in the manner of Beersheba liveth. Even they shall fall and never rise up again. And these are the scriptures that I leave with. But I also forgot to mention Job 17:12-17 as well. And I want to bring that out before I end this video to people who feel as though that they're doing the Sabbath. Job 17:12 says, 12-16 it is. It says, they change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness. If I wait, the grave is my house. I have made my bed in darkness. I have said to corruption, thou art my father, to the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. Where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit, where our rest together is in the dust. Right? Also, I'm gonna just say a few more things before I end this, because then they claim that they doing the laws of God by keeping the Sabbath, and then they follow the man calendar. Jeremiah 17:5 said, "Woe, curse be to men that make of men their flesh and depart from the Most High." You telling me the Sabbath is on a Saturday, and nowhere in the scriptures does the Most High mention a calendar. And we know through common sense that the Most High talks about the new moon. Abib. Abib is the beginning of your months. The beginning of the year is the first month of the year. But you want to go off a calendar. And you keep bringing to me the Sabbath. You still being incorrect with yourself. Ezekiel 25:4, behold, therefore, I will deliver you to the men of the east. We are men of the east. We are Israelites. We come from the east hemisphere. We in the western hemisphere. You follow men. I'm learning to follow the words of God. He said, for possession, they shall set their palaces in thee and make their dwellings in thee. They shall eat thy fruits and they shall drink thy milk. So the thing is, I'm an Israelite. Daniel prayed to the east in Daniel 6. Most High calls us men of the east, and I'm sticking to just that. I'm gonna say shalom to brothers and sisters. I appreciate for people that listen in, still praying for people, come for the truth. And until we can sit back and dialogue as men and be able to truly humble ourselves, then we can get a conversation going on. Until then, I'm gonna just say shalom. Peace be to Israel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say peace be to our God and our Creator. That we get these laws right and abide in the words of the Most High. Shalom.